I should get this removed, huh?
That bump?
Yeah.
How do you have to remove that?
Surgery.
I didn't realize that the billboard night, like when we're doing all that press and everything, like that's the same night that
I know.
the special comes out. Bruce's interview on Diane Sawyer came out recently, and the About Bruce special is about to come out this week. Our emotions are incredibly raw in this special, and I think it's high anxiety for all of us. Kendall's been all over the place. I think keeping yourself busy and occupying yourself is good, but I also think you do have to address your problems. How are you dealing with everything?
I'm all right. I feel like it's a process.
For sure.
It's something to get used to, for sure, but the only thing is I haven't met her, so.
I haven't either. I think that's a process as well.
Yeah, well, it's also a letting go thing. It's like when you officially meet her, it's like he's gone.
Yeah.
I think that's what I'm holding on to. That's why I've taken so long to meet her.
At this point, Kendall and I have not met Caitlyn. I just feel like we all have to do things in our own time. I mean, this is hard for all of us, but Kendall says as soon as she meets Caitlyn, she's gonna feel like Bruce is gone forever. And I think that's really hard for her to understand. How's Kylie handling things?
She's like fine, I don't know. I feel like she gives that I don't care attitude, but like she does care.
She definitely cares.
Yeah.
I just think it's easier to like kind of suppress your emotions and just be like, whatever.
Totally.
Hi, Jessie. Hi. You ready to meet Khloe?
It's a very surreal feeling. You never think you'll meet someone like Khloe, like in real life. I have the biggest girl crush on Khloe. I love her. Certainly doesn't feel real just yet.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. It's so nice to
see
meet you. Nice to see you.
Thank
you.
you.
Look at you. Jesus.
Oh,
You're a masterpiece, girl. I mean, your body is ridiculous. You have like a waist like a whisper and an ass like a planet. It's amazing. Who doesn't want that? I literally, every single day, I get, holy shit, you look exactly like Khloe Kardashian. I get it all the time. I'm like, yeah.
right?
Thank you.
Well, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
And I just wanted to know, so like what got you to want to apply for Revenge Body?
I've battled with weight issues my whole life. My whole childhood, my grandfather was a Marine Corps captain, and he used to say that being overweight is a sign of personal weakness. And my mom was raised the same way, and she was put on diet pills when she was 8 years old, stayed on them until she was 32.
Oof.
She was trying to help me understand, like, if you're thin and you're beautiful and you're confident and you exude confidence, then doors will open and the world will lay at your feet. I know that's what she meant.
Yeah.
But she went about it the wrong way, and I've developed such issues with food.
Does your mom know that now?
No. I'm so sensitive about food things because I'm so used to being barked at by my mom.
At your smallest, were you ever small in a healthy way?
I mean, my smallest was when I was on drugs. And I never liked being high. I hated being high. I loved being skinny.
Yeah.
That was the entire reason I did it. I started doing hard drugs when I was 12. Tried everything. By the time I was 15, I discovered meth, and I was so skinny. It's the only time in my entire life I remember my mom being off my back. My drug addiction got so bad. I was homeless for a few months, and that's when I was like, I don't care if I get fat. I don't care if I'm 5,000 pounds. I can't do this anymore.
You are so beautiful in person.
Thank
oh
you.
My goodness, this is Khloe.
You're making me blush. Okay, tell me your story.
I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina, and I've always been a thick girl, but I became bigger when I got in a relationship. And you know when you get that
The
love
love
bug.
weight. For
Ooh.
sure. I've been there.
Come on.
And I call it love weight because you're happy and it doesn't bother you at the time. And then when you're out of it, you're like, how did I do this to
How
myself?
did I get there? During this whole process of being so comfortable and in love, my father passed away. When he passed away, it was so quick.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It was instant.
Yeah.
It was the most devastating thing in my life, but it was the most motivating thing in my life because within 6 months, I said, baby, I love you, but I got to go.
Yeah.
I packed one suitcase, one flight to LA. You know what I'm saying?
What do you do?
I'm an opera singer.
You are?
I'm an opera singer.
No way. I want to hear you
I gotta
sing.
look.
Wow. Oh my God. Tackle those dreams of being an opera singer.
I'm auditioning, which is kind of a drag a little bit.
Oh, I've been on a few auditions and I'm like, you know what? Fuck you. I don't even care. Like, it's like you get so defensive.
And like Cinderella. Like, I thought I could be a good Cinderella.
Yeah.
But they was like, well, you'll be a great fairy godmother.
You want to be front and center.
Right.
Does make little hints like about my weight. She's very passive aggressive about it.
Once for Christmas, my mom got my best friend a Prada purse. She got me a exercise ball. She's like, hey, here's a bright pink exercise ball. It's gonna be really fun. Aren't you gonna have so much fun? And I'm like, yeah.
It makes me feel weak. It doesn't make me feel strong. It makes me cower to talk about it. Like I should be embarrassed.
Right. It makes you shameful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now it's like, it's the little hints and the subtle, you know, well, I guess not so subtle. Hey, you've gained a lot of weight since you've been at your dad's house. So I know that I'm disappointing her.
Do you think your mom puts you down a lot, like even by her being passive aggressive?
Yeah, I do. My mom sees my weight as like a form of like failure.
Okay.
It's hard to like have the closest person to you not be the person you can talk about this thing that's hurting you the most.
Right. Well, I'm a huge believer of it's not what you say, it's how you say it.
Yeah.
You know, for a long time, I was told, Khloe, you gotta lose weight because you're really hurting the brand or this or that. And I was like, okay, like I understood that was coming from my management side of my family.
Right.
But it does hurt. And there's a way to say things, and I totally get how you feel. What is your relationship with food?
I'm so addicted. I call it an addiction because that's truly what I feel like it is. Food and me, we're together. Like we're
a relationship.
Right.
I'm a makeup artist. When I'm working on a photo shoot, there is always food around. I'll have chips, whatever will get me through the set. And then by the time I get home, just eating drive-thru or whatever I can, and then passing out.
I think we all have unhealthy habits with food. And I can't imagine going through this process without support from your mom.
Right.
Would your reveal at the end of this want to be to your mother?
Absolutely.
Maybe you could have like a really mature, heartfelt talk with her. So you could let go of a lot of other things that are like shackling you down.
Right. Yeah, I get that. But, you know, it's hard to really be that vulnerable because if she's not gonna be vulnerable back, then I get embarrassed or I feel silly.
Totally.
My mom is the most important person in my life, and I don't feel like we're connected. I'm hoping through this process I find a way, because she's killing me and hurting me, and she doesn't even know it.
No matter what your mom's reaction is, I would love for you to say what you need to say because I think that's a big part of your healing process.
Yeah.
So, what brought you here today?
Okay, well, how much time do you have? Because I got a lot. I've always had issues with weight since I was like little.
Okay.
On and off, on and off, on and off. And like when I started dating Andrew, I started to eat a lot with him. It's like.
Do your parents know that you are gay?
No.
Okay.
So it's been hard to deal with that. None of my family in India knows, and I don't think they'll ever know.
The Indian culture that I know, being gay is like so taboo. It's like, it's frowned upon, it's like looked up, like people don't even want to talk about it, people think it's disgusting. But I think it was actually like against the law to be gay in India, or is still against the law.
And so like I started eating a lot because I was like emotional about it, right? And I just felt very uncomfortable and very bad, and I would just turn to food.
Well, I'm an emotional eater, and it's so easy because you're like, you feel so good when you're doing it, and like no one's there, and it's like your private little thing. But I've been on this journey, and it's so rewarding at the end, but it's hard. And I've learned to make healthier decisions, and I found like literally a new me and this confidence and this happiness. I want to share it with other people. Who do you want to like reveal yourself to?
My parents, for sure, especially my dad. I wanted to show them that I can do something. My dad doesn't think I can ever accomplish anything, or like I can never finish something that I've started, or I'm not like responsible. So I want to take this journey and prove him wrong that I can do this.
I think that's so important and so real. I want to see you make it to the end, and I believe that you can, but you have to remember why you're doing this.
Hi, Khloe.
How are you?
I'm well.
I appreciate you sharing your story with us and what led you to be here today.
I served in the Army for 13 years. After I was injured, I had to have several surgeries, spent some time in the hospital. I went through 5 surgeries in a period of 2.5 years. I've had repair surgery in both shoulders. My knee was rebuilt. They broke and reset my nose because they had to drill through my sinuses and clear everything out so that I could breathe again. And was going through physical therapy and rehab. I was depressed. During that hard time, my fiance at the time, Jessica, she slept with my friend Rob, or my ex-friend.
Yeah.
I found out my buddy Rob was sleeping in his car in the Walmart parking lot. So I invited him to come crash on our couch. You know, he's a fellow soldier. I'm not gonna let my friend sleep in his car. And then I had to leave for a weekend, and I came back and I found Rob's clothing on my side of the bed. And I found his phone charger plugged in on my side of the bed. And then when the truth came out, it was crushing because I lost my support system when I lost the 2 people that were closest to me.
But them. Who needs them? Is your revenge on your ex-fiance?
Yeah, I'd be lying if said it wasn't.
Yeah.
But it's a revenge on myself for losing that confidence, losing that person that I was.
I mean, I know to a degree, obviously not as intense as a degree as your own, how you feel. I mean, I felt the same way. I've lost a lot of confidence in myself at one point, and I had to get it back. And I used to do the same when I felt bigger, kind of keep my head down and keep pushing, and I thought no one could see me if I did it that way.
Yeah.
So I definitely know we're like turtles hiding in our shells. I want to hear about your life now versus your life when you were in the military. What are the differences?
Primarily, when I was in the military, I loved to dance.
You like to dance?
I love to dance, yeah. And I mean, I'll be the first person to hit the dance floor. I just do whatever made me happy. I want to get back to that person that like would go out and would dance his butt off all night and would go up and talk to new people. I want to show Jessica I was always going to get back there. It just took a while to get there.
But Mike, you were there once. You're going to get there again. So, I mean, I have great faith in you and great faith for your end results.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Thank you.
You look beautiful.
Thank you.
I just wanted to let you know how appreciative I am and, like, taking the time to meet with me and do all this, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you know, I'm such a family person, and I would do anything to have my father here, and I love the way you love your father.
Yeah.
And I want your father to see your journey, and I wanted to have your father come out here to LA.
No way.
Yes.
No way.
Yes.
Oh my God.
I want him to come and be with you, and I really hope that will make some changes within himself.
Thank you so much.
No, thank you.
I like.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
Let's FaceTime him.
Yeah. Hi, Dad.
Hi, this is Dr. Rocco Sr. What can I do for you, sir?
Dad?
Yes, sir.
Someone wants to talk to you.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh,
How are you? You guys look beautiful. Your son has been on an incredible journey, and I wanted to fly you out to LA so you could be with your son.
Anytime.
Yes.
Rocco, I'll drop the whole world and I'll come running.
Aww.
I just want to make sure I'm not coming there to cook all day.
No, no. Okay. You are not coming to cook.
Dad.
I'll give you guys back.
Take care of yourself. Stay strong.
I'm trying to stay strong. You stay strong.
Bye-bye.
Love you too. Bye. When my father gets out here, he's not coming out here and puffing a cigarette around me because I'm not joking. I am done smoking. I am done drinking. For now, the drinking after. He disciplined me my whole life and helped build me to become the man that I am. And it's time that, you know what? We're gonna discipline him.
I'm excited for him to come out here.
Thank you, but I'm not gonna let you down either, though. Like, thank you.
Thank you.
You look so good.
Thank you. Nicole basically killed me 6 days a week. It's so hard.
Get that leg up there.
You find like this strength within you that you didn't know that you had.
1 and 2.
The lightness and airiness about you, you exude confidence. You just stand taller.
Yeah.
Even you're wearing like fuchsia pink, like I love it, like, cause you feel confident. Well, I heard you had your green screen interviews and
sure did.
You had like, I guess a breakthrough, if you will.
Sure, breakdown, breakthrough. Like those are similar,
They're kind
right?
of the same thing in a lot of ways. I think like a breakdown kind of results in a breakthrough eventually.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. I just, you know, was sitting there and there came this moment that I just thought, like, if I really want this to be transformative personally, then I have to lean in and say it out loud. I disclosed that I was raped.
Oh, God.
Wow. And
I know it's hard.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know exactly, but like just to say it and admit it, but like that's what we have to do is take ownerships of the things that own us.
Yeah, I feel in a lot of ways like not talking about it protects other people and makes them feel comfortable. But it takes so much energy to like keep it boxed away or whatever. And
there's so many things that have happened like in my life where I would rather not talk about it to protect somebody else. But in the long run, it really was eating away at me. Like I would lose my hair and like we're trying to protect other people, but when do we put ourselves first?
Yeah.
And you have a personality similar to mine where like we like rather laugh than cry and we kind of like laugh to like brush things off. Yeah. Like it's really hard for me to let people see like that vulnerable side.
Even in my first workout with Simone, I had a panic attack where in my mind is that tape of like, you're failing, you're failing, you're failing.
Right. Are you and Simone clicking like personally?
Oh, she's great. She's been awesome. So
she is awesome. I do think Simone is someone that is trustworthy with that, and I think she is great with women, and I think that's the first step in maybe conquering it and feeling like you're taking control over it and not the other way around.
Totally.
This show is called Revenge Body, but that's more just like a play on words and let's grab people's attention. But it's so much mind, body, and soul. So, I mean, I am honored that you shared that with me. I really am. And I'm proud of you.
No, thank you.